Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. How is everyone? We are doing a midday chit chat. Frequently asked questions, whatever questions you are asking. I want to say hello to those who will be here live, those who will join us on the replay, and those who will listen via podcast. Hello, whoever has joined me. We'll give YouTube a few minutes to notify people. I did try to put it out everywhere, except the email is not working. So I have to figure out what's up with that. So anyway, I did try to put it out as many places as I can. I thought I would hop on and just kind of see what's going on, what kind of questions you have. I know it's the first of the year. Many people are just starting out. So let's talk about your businesses. I do have a little story I'll share while we wait for people to hop on and just get your opinion. Hey, everybody. Welcome for joining me. Welcome. And thank you for joining me, I should say. Yeah, I want to share a little story with you while we wait on everybody to kind of hop on. So this happened the other day. I wanted to know what you would have done. Short version is a client calls me, direct client, and it was a seller's package. Actually, it was a buyer's package. He told me it was a seller's package. That's why that's sticking in my head, but it was really a buyer's package. So when I received the package, though, it was 3 different addresses. So the person was buying 3 properties, but I was under the impression it was just one closing, right? So when I first saw the documents, I said, wait a minute. I said, is he trying to pull something? He got 3 different properties, but told me it was one closing. So as I examined the documents more and further, I realized that it was 3 properties the person was buying, but it was one loan. So my first reaction still was, I think they need to pay me some more money, right? Because it's more documents involved. That was the reason why I'm saying that. Normally, a buyer's package will be like 20 or 30 pages. Well, this ended up being almost 100 pages. And that's where the difference came in, right? So each property did not have its own closing, but each property had some kind of documents that had to go with this package. So I still felt the signing company was being a little sneaky, because they know it was 3 properties. You know what I mean? So I felt that they should have asked more. So when I found out and realized the whole thing that was going on, I said to myself, do I reach back out and say, hey, this is 3 properties involved? Or do I just go ahead and do it? Because really, even though it was 3 properties involved, the actual notarization part, there may have been maybe an extra 3 or 4 documents that were more because it was so many properties, right? So I went back and forth. And I did not ask them for more money. I did not change the agreement of what I said, but I was really kind of upset about it. So do you think I should have been upset? Or is it kind of like I did commit to the signing, you just do the signing? Again, because it really wasn't anything for me to be upset about when you think about it. It was one mortgage deal. It just was comprised of 3 properties. So again, I know that the signing company knew what they were doing, because they could have just out the gate offered more. And the reason I wanted more money is, again, because normally a buyer's package might be 30 pages. Okay. But this one had almost 110. So that was the difference of why I was kind of like, oh, okay, so you're trying to play with me and my money. So what do you guys think? In the meantime, I'm going to say hello. Hey, Swan, welcome. I won't be able to. Let me see. Can I talk to people on Facebook? Because usually I'm not able to access Facebook right here on my laptop. But let me see, can I get in on the group? I'm going to say hello to everybody really quick. Let's see, can I get in? so I can see who is live over there. Okay, so I can see it. I can see Facebook on my phone. So let's say hello to a few people. Hey, End Times, how are you? Sari and Sarah, hello. I'm glad you caught it live too. Yes, welcome. Drop your questions in there, whatever you guys want to know. This is all about you. Happy Friday, Swan. Hey, Bryce, how's it going? End Times, can't believe I'm seeing you live. Yes, I'm here. And welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Would like to start your classes soon. I'm so nervous about it though. Well, just take your time. We're going to be here. We are not one-hit wonder notaries. We all are very active in the business, not planning on going anywhere. The channel is going to be here. I did start 2 more channels. One is about healthy life because I'm losing weight. I hope you guys can tell. I've lost 22 pounds. I had actually lost 26, but I went on vacation and gained a few. So I think I'm around a 22 pound mark, but I'm actually feeling better. I'm moving faster. I just feel good. And it was just time. It was just time. So I did start a healthy channel, and then I have a business channel. If you have not signed up for that one, Business Life with Kimmi. And on that channel, I'm able to go a little bit deeper into business, any kind of business. The tips that I share over there will work for a notary business, lawn care business, hair care business. So Business Life with Kimmi, if you have not checked it out, check that one out too, okay? End Time says you had a right to be irritated. However, you did agree to the package deal. Let's go. You're right. You're right. That's how I felt. I mean, whatever the package consisted of, you know, but I just still, you know how you get that feeling like somebody trying to be shady, or, you know, it's like they know. Thank you, End Times, on the weight loss. I appreciate it. Shania says 2024, I will be a notary. Thank you for all you do for us newbies. It is my pleasure. And as you continue on your journey, we got you. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We all do this full time. You know, and this is what we do. So that's another reason why I was going to tell you guys too, if I do have to say, hey, hold on for a minute. I'm on my laptop today because when I go live, like sporadically like this, I usually do my phone, and I'm like, I got to go. I'll come back. So I got my phone today just in case somebody calls, right? Because that's your money maker. Where's your telephone? Are you answering your calls? Okay, here we go. So what else we got? Yeah, so it's our pleasure. Bryce says it's a little, no, if a title company, I wouldn't sweat it. The relationship we maintain with the title companies are valued, so doing favors can earn more money over time. And Bryce, ding, 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 ding. That is the other reason why I just kind of gnawed on my tongue and just kind of ate it, because I do a lot of work for them and I am preferred over there. And I know, and I think they know it too, if it's something that's short minute, like last minute, they'll call me, or something kind of complicated, because this particular signing, it was so complicated, not really complicated, but it was different. Let's just say that, because they were signing on behalf of the company. So the way the verbiage was written in the notarial part was a little trickier than normal. It was. So for example, it said Kimberly Nunnally as member of ABC company in the state of Georgia, a liability company. So it was kind of intense, and I had to do that like 5 or 6 times, you know. So that part, I was like, okay. So what's going on with you guys? So I love the tips that you're providing. So that lets me know that you all too are very passionate about customer service. You are, and you all know that we are very passionate about customer service around here. I'm a ChickfilA. I want to do a video about that, because I went to ChickfilA the other day, me and my husband. And I wanted to say hello. Hey, Pearl, over on Facebook. How's it going? Oh, don't forget to like the video, y'all. Don't forget. If I don't have my people here, Frank reminded me, I always forget to say like the video. But I went to ChickfilA, guys, and this little lady, and I know if you know about ChickfilA, if you know, you know. Oh, thank you. Yes. Everybody love great customer service, right? Right? Everybody like Happy New Year too. Yes, I'm wishing the best for everybody out there. And this is an excellent time to kind of reevaluate, you know, what's going on in the business, what's going on in your personal life, healthy, you know, relationship. Do you have somebody that you're at odds with? It's a good time to kind of straighten things out, you know. My pleasure, Swan. That's my thing. And I say that all the time. So this little lady, she was an older lady too. And she was so sweet. She kept saying, can I get you guys more coffee? Is everything okay? Would you like a refill? Because we hardly ever sit on the inside. But even if you go through the drive-thru, 99% of the time, your order is correct at Chick-fil-A. Now, one time I got lukewarm coffee. And if you know anything about me, I like my coffee piping hot. Jeffrey always says, give it to her scolding. I'm that lady like in McDonald's. I want it so hot it's burning a part of my body, right? But I cannot stand lukewarm coffee. Either I want an iced frappe or I want a hot coffee. I do not like lukewarm. Okay. So anyway, I told Chick-fil-A and they went all, it was like 911. Alert. The lady's coffee is not right. Wait, but they made it right and they wanted to make it right, So we're very big on customer service. And you heard Angela a few weeks ago, a couple weeks now, whatever. And myself too, we've been doing a lot of repeat business, and Alexis also. We get a lot of repeat business. So I was listening to some other notary thing the other day, and they said it takes about maybe, I don't know if they said 18 to 24 months to get your business going. I don't think it takes quite that long. But I will say it takes a little time, at least 6 months to a year to really get your name out there, because you want to be known as the go-to notary in your area, wherever you are. You want to be, oh, I know a notary. Oh, yeah. And I'm sure if you listen to me any length of time, I tell a little story where I had this client and her sister needed a notary. And she was like, oh, you can use my notary. And her sister was like, I didn't even know you had a notary. She was talking about me because I did like 5 for this lady, right? And sometimes you get one-hit wonders, we'll say, that only need a notary one time in maybe 5 years. But then you get other people, like I had this guy the other day that I was waiting on. He's nice. He's really nice. But one day we did like a whole lot of stuff for him. And I just knew he was going to leave a little tip. He did not. And that's why sometimes, and Angela and I have that conversation all the time too. Go ahead and price your job the way you want to price it. Don't price. Sometimes I always say, well, leave a little room for them to show their gratitude, right? But if I really felt the job was worth saying another 20, I should have just asked for that, because I just had to happen to me twice this week. And I keep saying 2024 is going to be different. 2024 is going to be different. But I try not to gouge the people, but this is how we eat. So I do have to get a little stricter. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got here. Swan says, be the go-to notary in your area. Yes. The goal is to be the go-to notary in your area. Yes, that's so true. And even if there are other notaries in your area, so Angela and I live about 20 minutes apart. So we try to keep this area on lock. Okay. That means whatever city she's in, the city that I'm in, and anywhere in between, we either want them calling her or calling me, calling Kimberly, calling Angela, calling Kimberly, calling Angela. You know what I mean? So we try to keep this area on lock. And it's so funny because one time I had a client recently and I had given him to Angela before because I couldn't handle it. And we do that. Have you a notary buddy in your area? If it's something she can't do, she'll give it to me, vice versa. So I had given it to Angela. So when he got here, he was like, I don't think you're the same notary. And we kept talking. And I realized what had happened, that he had, I had given him to Angela at one time. But they will always call you back. So never feel like, well, if I give it to Angela that one time, he'll never call me back and then I won't be the go-to notary. I won't be that family's notary. No, they will always remember the original person that they talked to. They will always remember the original person. And Angela and I will even tell them, hey, I'm just doing it today for Kimberly. You can call her in the future. We'll say that for each other, but your clients will never forget. And I've even had them say, well, you know what? Last time you couldn't do it. You sent me over to Miss Angela, and they always come back to you. So don't let that stop you from building a rapport with other notaries. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Question wise. I'm building my business. I have about 15 to 25 clients. Is that what you're saying? Let me see who that is on Facebook. And if so, that is excellent. And I'm trying to start saving people's phone numbers when they call me more than once. Pearl says she has about 50. I'm building my business. I have about 15 to 25. Yeah, I'm actually trying to get better about saving their phone numbers. Now, I'll be fully transparent with you all. I do not have a client relationship manager thingy. I should do that. That's called like a CRM. And it's really just a way of keeping an account of your your clients. I am terrible about that. I do need to write that down. Maybe for 2025. This year is still not a focus for me. It's just not. But maybe for 2025, I can focus on my CRM, because what I do when someone calls me to see if they are a previous client, if I don't catch their voice, like I said, now when people call me like twice, I start saving them, because I got 2 people I saved this week, because one guy did like 4, another person we did like 2. So I started saving. That way, when they call, I can say, "Hi, Mr. Williams, how are you?" versus just hello, like they're a regular person, right? Because sometimes people get offended. They've done business with you several times, and you still don't know who they are. You ever keep meeting the same person over and over? You in a group, you travel the same friends and everything, and it's like you got to keep saying, "I'm Kimberly, I'm Kimberly, I'm Kimberly," and I done met you 10 times. It's like, well, obviously, I'm not important to you, right? So our clients can have the same feeling. So I am going to work on that. I might make it in 2024, y'all. If I find a good CRM, or if you guys have one, drop it in the chat and I'll check it out. And it's just, like I said, a way some people could use an old-fashioned Excel spreadsheet. Now, I do have my notary gadget that we input. So, let me see. Okay, let's get some of your questions. So Anni's Moon says, "Is it necessary to have a website if you are a new notary?" When you're first starting out, I just want you to get started, okay? Eventually, yes, you're going to need a website. So full disclosure, and you all know this because you watch us all the time, most of you, Alexis, Angela, and myself, we just got websites the end of the year, the end of December. Okay. Prior to that, or maybe it was November, we got the websites. But prior to that, we were only using the Google landing page. And we all were successful in just using Google. Right. But that's the thing. It was just on Google. And we were, like I said, we were successful. We still are in the 3-pack on our websites, on anything you look at in our areas. Right. Because we always ask for reviews. Our landing pages look good for free. But we ended up getting websites. And what websites did for us is it gave us a broader reach. And I know that for sure, because I got a call from Winder that's about 45 to 50 minutes from me. The other day I did an apostille for this guy. And I asked him, I said, "How did you find me?" He said, "On Google." So I know my reach is getting out further. Normally, when you're just using the Google products, the free stuff, it's like a 5-mile radius. So you're going to get everything in your area. But when you get that website, it is just like a web. It's going out everywhere. So initially, to get started, Anni's Moon, you don't need it. Okay. But eventually, yes, I would say probably by year. Okay. Maybe within 6 months. But websites cost money. And I don't want you spending money you haven't made money. Okay. So you don't need it, though, to get started as a new notary. You do not. Sari and Sarah says, "Is there a price formula that you can use when it comes to mileage?" So I don't charge per mile. First, I always have to tell you to check with your state to see what they say you should charge, okay? But I don't charge per mile. What I do is I think about what kind of documents. I have about 6 or 7 videos on how to price your job, so check those out. But what I do, and everybody's going to be different according to your business model, okay? But for me, I keep things simple. In the state of Georgia, where I'm at, but I teach in all 50 states. I teach people in all 50. What I do is I can charge $2 per stamp, but I do not choose to do that. I keep mine simple, right? Because I'm not standing out there 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Normally, most people have less than 5 documents. So what I do, though, I try to price it on what I think I want to make per hour. So for me, my minimum to leave my home now in 2024 is going to look more like the $50 range, just for me to pull my truck out the driveway. Now, I do offer service where they can come to my home. So they have a choice. They can go to their bank for free. They can go to FedEx. They can call me if it's after hours. And I usually tell people, because my prices are a little steeper than FedEx, or I'm not FedEx, UPS or anything like that, right? I let them know I'm more a specialty. You call me after hours. You call me if it's something your bank won't do. You call me if it's something UPS won't do. You can call me on holidays. You can call me at midnight. You know what I mean? So my prices are a little bit more. So I don't use a per mile formula. Now, there are people, and I'll give you an example just so you can kind of see what you want to do, Siri and Sarah. What you can do is the first 5 to 10 miles, some people may do $20 plus whatever they state so they can charge per document. Or they may say the next 5 to 10 miles will be this, or the next 10 to 15 miles will be that. So I just don't prefer to do all that. I keep everything simple. Anything in my business is simple because I got too much going on. And even before I started all these different businesses and, different services in my business, I just like simplicity. Even when it comes to planning parties, I'm not the person you getting ready to just run ragged. We're going to write it out. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to keep it moving. One time, it was so funny. I was helping a group of people to get something together, and they like complicated. There are people who like complications. They like things complicated. If it's not complicated, it can't be right? I'm not that person. So this particular function that they were planning, I was a part of the committee. It got to the point I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and just donate a little money. And you guys you just do what you want to do, basically. Because I was like, I'm not doing this. I just did not have the time. If we're going to use blue balloons, we're going to use blue. We're going to use pink, we're going to use pink. There's no need to keep, and then we spending 2 weeks on balloons. No. And it was a kiddie event at that for children. No. In Time says, I'm in Nashville, just received my notary certificate. Congratulations. Been sitting on it for about 6 months. Been kind of nervous to start. The main reason I find in times people are nervous to start is because you just don't know what to do. And that's just, let's just be real. Your state gives you the commission. You go buy your stamp, you get your supplies, and it's like, yes, I'm a notary. But you kind of need to know what to do, right? So what I have designed, you got a couple ways to kind of get that information with us. I got to start your business in your state notary book. I got them for all 50 states. So you can buy the one for Tennessee. It'll take you step by step how to build that business. If you want to know how to build the business a little bit and how to properly notarize your documents, which is the foundation of any good business, you will hear me. I've never wavered on that. Been doing this for a few years now. You will always hear me say the same thing. Okay, I'm very consistent. You have to know how to stamp that paper. You have to know how to do a proper notarization. If you want to learn that with us, we do have classes available. I'm glad it's a good point to mention it too. We've actually put the January schedule up so you can sign up for Notarize Like a Pro. We'll teach you how to start that business, go over pricing. We'll go over how to actually stamp the documents, how to properly execute and notarize documents, how to market your business. You'll have everything you need in Notarize Like a Pro A to Z to get that business started. Okay, that's a live training. So check out the website, notaryeducatorsllc.com. And then the same thing for the loan signing piece. Those dates are out now for January. We do have 5 spaces available for each class right now. We try to keep it small, 5 to 10, but right now we're going to start out with 5. So there are 5 spaces available. My class is going to be next Friday night. And Alexis has 2 dates. I believe hers are on Sunday for the loan signing. Okay. So once you get that training, though, I really think that it will help you to be able to get started. And then we'll have to kind of have a conversation too. Are you doing it full time, part time? Are you still working? Is this your new, like I said, full time endeavor? Kind of need to know. And then Pearl says, yes, she got 15 to 20 clients. Pearl, that is amazing. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations too. And in times you can do this. 2024 is a new year. We got this. Okay. On the Go Mobile Closing says, hi, Kimmi. Happy New Year. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too. Does the discount apply to loan signing training? So the discount, the 60% off that you may be seeing on the screen is for the self-paced courses. They're all on sale, 60% off. You can use WIN 2024, WIN 2024 for the code, 60% off. The live trainings are already so reasonably priced. We do not have a discount code for those because they are live. And you walk away, 99% of the people always say, and we have had our prices the same price for 2 years. They always say, you guys should be charging more for this. But what we try to do is keep the price down low and get volume. You see what I mean? So that means, we can get 5 people. It's worth it to us to teach the training. We're not trying to get rich off of you all because we all work. So we do have to get paid something because it's our time, and then the information is valuable, to help you build your business. So there's not a coupon code on the go mobile notary, or I'm sorry, on the go mobile signings. I like that. Yeah, but we'd be more than happy to get you in one of the classes. Okay. So Bryce says, how do you answer the phone? I always say, this is Bryce. Bryce, I love to say the name of my business because I want them to hear it. I want them to remember it. Okay. That sounds something like this. And I actually did a whole video, not just how to answer the phone, but it's like different scripts. I think it's for general notary. But let's do it anyway, Bryce. So it just sounds something like this. Hello, thank you for calling on Better Mobile Notary Service. This is Kimberly. How may I help you? I always use my long formal name. I don't know why. In print, I also like to see Kimberly, but people call me Kimmi. They call me Kim. Got a few people speak other languages. They call me Kimberly, Kimberlyn. But I always like them to hear my name, my business name. And then they'll always say when they see me, oh, that's so cute. It's a spin off your last name. And actually, if you see my shirt I'm wearing today, I have about, 7, 8 shirts. But these are long sleeves because it's cold out there, y'all. But I love my shirts, and people love them too. They like the bling. So I'm always representing, and they remember none better. I got my car on there. So that lets them know, yeah, that's right. That girl will come to me. Oh yeah, that lady. That's right. I got a notary for you. So you want to be memorable. Never answer the phone. Hey, shorty, what's up? How you doing? No, these are not your friends. These are your clients, okay? Not your friends. Hey, the notary giant in the house. Hey, Kimmi, Happy New Year. Hope all is well with you too. Okay, the Notary Giant Professional Service Corporation of New York. Wow. Okay, cool. My website since 2017. Facebook says they had their website since 2017. Let me see who that is. Let me see. I can't see the name. And if so, that is excellent. Hold on. It's 2017. Let me see who that is. See, that's the Facebook. Let me cut it down. Oh, Tarsha. Hey, Tarsha. Tarsha says she has had her website since 2017. Okay, I cut the volume down. Sorry about that. Let's see what else we got. What other questions? Oh, you're so welcome. My pleasure. See, I always say my pleasure. I say that to my clients too. I always say my pleasure. In my text messages I send them, I always end it with my pleasure and a flower. Always be memorable. I always send my pleasure and a flower. What are you known for in your business? Do you like frogs? It's a lady out of notary out of Florida. The Ladybug. I don't know if that's the name of her company, but I know that's her logo and everything. I think her car is even wrapped in a ladybug. But what are you known for? What is it? Have something that people can remember you by. My signature thing is my flower. I always have a flower. If I do not wear a flower, even in my personal life, people say, are you okay? Are you sick? I started wearing a flower short version. Not like y'all asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway. That's why I like this method. I can just talk. I ain't got to worry about somebody saying, you got to go. We got time. Okay. No shade to my teammates. But anyway, with my flower, I started wearing one. When I went natural with my hair a while back, I went natural before it was popular. Now it's popular. I went natural because my hair was thinning so bad. And I was like, if I keep putting these perms in my hair and stuff, when I get older, I will not have any hair. So I decided I was going to go natural. Well, anyway, I worked in this particular area. And I had a couple issues with my hair throughout the years. Sad to say. But anyway, I worked in this particular area. And they kind of looked like, oh, okay, what's that? And that's not when I was wearing it in this curly state. I would have it kind of more like not an afro, but it was more natural. Like no curls, no waves, right? And they were kind of looking. So I said, okay, I got to do something about that. So I started sticking a flower in my head. So when I put the flower in there, they ain't looking at nothing else. It was no more questions, no more nothing about my hair, like ever. Until I went to one other job and my manager. And he was like, now he's of the same race I am, ethnicity. So he knows the struggle with the hair, okay? So he, as my manager who had locks at the time, he had her to tell me about my hair. So I had a twist out. It was a nice size twist out. My hair was really looking good that day. I'll never forget it. So he had her tell me, hey, tell Kimberly her hair is an extreme hairdo. Oh, really? So before she got started, though, she was so cute. She kept saying, now, Kimberly, look at my hair before I tell you this. Look at my hair before I tell you this. Because she was wearing locks, and her locks were big. So it was so funny. So she says, yeah, such and such think your hairdo is extreme. Oh, okay. Now, that's before the hair movement and all that. Because now I think it's even a law. You cannot tell somebody how to wear their hair, right? So I went all off on a tangent. But my point was, have something that people can remember you by. If it's your colors, like I said, if it's a butterfly, frogs, birds, something, you need to be memorable. So back to Bryce's original question, I always make sure I say the name of my business. Okay. Let's see. So Sari and Sarah says, so how would that $50 charge be itemized? Yeah, so that's a good question. So when you write out your receipt, you want to make sure you put travel fee $50. So I'm not charging them $50 for the notarization. I'm not charging them $50 for the notarization. I would write $50 travel fee because I've told the client that up front, right? My travel fee is $50 to come to you. If I travel to you, I am giving you free notarizations. I will say that sometimes too. And I'll write that on the receipt. So if they ever went to the state of Georgia and say, hey, she charged them $50 for a notarization. No, I did not. Your notarization was actually free. I charged you for my time and traveling to you. That's what I charged you for. That's an excellent question. So always itemize it. If you provide the witnesses, you want to write 2 witnesses provided, how much that fee was. Okay. If you make copies for them, you want to write the copies. You want to write copies, $10 or whatever extra you did. You want to itemize it. That's an excellent question. Becca S says, hey, Kimmi, my first time here. Welcome, Becca S. Thinking about becoming a notary. So I'm starting to look on YouTube and here I found you. Well, I'm so glad you did. Yes, it's an excellent choice. Just take your time. You don't have to rush into it. Just take your time. Make sure you get some training. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Notary Educators is my training team. Let's see. Swan says, my friend says, IDHTC, I don't have the capacity. Okay, because I was just going to say, girl, can you hashtag that? What does that mean? Okay, so it's hashtag IDHTC. That's why I had to take a minute. So I didn't want to be cussing online. I don't have the capacity. Yes. And Jeffrey always like to say, I don't have the bandwidth. Let me get some water, y'all. That's what he always likes to say. I don't have the bandwidth. So he'll say, what is such and such? Or I'll say, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you? I'm giving him like 15 different things to do. He was like, look, Kim. And he'll tell me that too. He said you can tell when I'm short circuiting. Like, you don't have the bandwidth. I was like, well, what does that even mean? So then he was explaining like with the cable, internet, and all that kind of stuff. It at a certain point, it's going to short circuit. Or it won't function the way it's supposed to. All right. So Sweet Blue. Oh, Sweet Blue. Hey, Sweet Blue. They say, I'm in Georgia. Just got my commission. Congratulations. And Time says, understood. You're welcome. Becca S says, does one just come up with whatever name for their business? Yeah. Yep. You do. So what I like to recommend people do when it comes to choosing a name, and I do have, I think, 2 videos on this whole topic. I like for you to think about what you want to do with your business. Don't make it so cute, so original that people want to associate it with you being a notary. The one I usually like to use is sexy, sassy, classy. Well, what is that? Is it a car wash? Is it a dancer? Sexy, sassy, classy notary. I like really something with your either city in it, your state in it. You can use your name for sure, because like I use my name, None Better, a spinoff. And I like to add the words mobile notary, especially on your Google page. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be part of your formal business name. That's a whole nother topic. But when it comes to your Google page, people need to be able to search and find you. So if it's not searchable or the words mobile notary are not there, you won't populate. I will populate because my business is None Better Mobile Notary. So when somebody put in notary near me, mobile notary, I'm going to populate. But if I just put None Better Professional Services, what is that? And I offer a lot of services. I offer apostilles, fingerprinting, I-9, Proctor. I mean, I do a lot of stuff, right? But when they put in notary, that's going to be what I'm really known for. And if they put an I-9 near me, I will populate. And that's the other piece about having a website, because each page on your website, you can SEO it. That means search engine optimization. You can maximize it, okay? Let's hit a few more questions. Does one, okay, so that's the name. So yeah, you can pick whatever your name you want to, but just make sure it's kind of related to your business so people can find you, okay? Sharon says, I'm experiencing some clients not wanting to pay for mileage when I tell them how much the notarization will cost. Sometimes, Sharon, and I don't know how you're telling them this, but it depends on how you deliver the message too. Does it sound like, well, my fee is $50 and 15 cents per mile, $2 per stamp, and you got to keep on. And by the time you tell them all the fees, they tired. That's why I mentioned earlier, I don't charge all those excessive fees. I make it one flat rate. So when I tell my client, sure, Mr. Smith, I'll be able to come out to the nursing home. Total fee will be $50. Free notarizations for you, okay? Oh, sure. But if I tell him and then let's do it another way. So I say my travel fee is $30. Then it's $2 per page, 50 cents for this, 10 cents for that. That just didn't even feel right. It just doesn't feel right. I always use this illustration about the airlines. You have some airlines like Delta. Delta going to normally before they start charging per bag and all that too. But back in the day, Delta was a little more expensive. You could pick your seat. They're going to give you a food tray, whatever, right? Now you got these no-name companies. It start off at $25, but by the time you finish, it's at $500. Just go ahead and charge me $500. I don't want to be playing no games with you. And that's how our clients feel in the real world. You know, so sometimes it's how we tell them, how we explain it. And we got to feel confident too. Because when I first started and I would tell people my price, I was like, it's going to be $40. And they could hear it in my voice. It's like, well, if you don't think I should be paying that, should I be paying that? Till I learned my own value. And I was like, you know what? That paper don't move without my signature. Okay. Whatever you're trying to do, the buck stops right here. It stopped right here with Kimberly. So this is a good time. Really quick, guys. Sorry about that. To let you know, we do have the courses, as I mentioned earlier, 60% off the self-paced courses. Angela has the apostille training on sale also. We have the January dates out for the January dates are out for Notarize Like a Pro. Sorry, and the dates are out also for loan signing agent, okay? For live training in person. That's on Zoom, but it's a great time. Believe me, we know how to teach. We know how to teach. End Time says, I would like to do full-time eventually. Thank you for your sound advice. Yeah, take your time. It's no hurry. Notary will be here. Notary has been here, and you're going to be fine. Just take your time, okay? The Notary Giant says, hey, Kimmi, do you know any of Henry County notaries? Are you in that county? No, I am not. Henry County, kind of out near the airport, Atlanta airport. I don't, but if you're looking for somebody, I would just put in Henry County Notary and somebody will pop up. Swan says the tip is to be memorable. Oh, yes. I love that. She got a picture of a swan. Is that in your logo, Swan? Let me know. Is that in your logo? And Notary Giant, if you need somebody to drive out there now, I will drive out there if the price is right. So it ain't too far. I'll go anywhere, okay? Swan, do you have that in your logo? I'm just curious. That is so cute. And thank you on Facebook about my flower. I appreciate it. Yeah, I always have my flower. Who is that? Let me see. Levester, how you doing? Thank you so much. Let's see. Saria and Sarah says, in the near future, will there be any mock signings for general notary work, POA, and I-9? So I have an I-9, 2 I-9 videos on my channel. I do have a power of attorney video also on my channel. And general notary sounds like you might, if you want like more in depth, you can check out my specialty general notary book. I go over a lot in that book. And also it's a course that comes in 2 ways. And the reason I'm thinking about doing a general notary course, I just still haven't come to grips if I want to or not. The reason I've been hesitating on doing a general notary course, because I want to show you documents and go over terminology with you. But if you take that course and you don't know how to notarize, I won't be able to teach you that way. So it's kind of progressive. I might need to, I got to think about that one. I'm still processing how I want to proceed. Excuse me. So I got a few free trainings out there, Saria and Sarah. So check those out. And then after that, hop on over to one of the live trainings coming up for January. Okay. The Notary Giant says, I know someone who needs to be friends with 2 Henry County people. She is becoming a notary in Georgia, but she doesn't know anyone and was a PA notary before moving to Georgia. Oh yeah, it's going to be different in Georgia, but not bad. I mean, we make it happen. You see, myself, Angela, and Alexis, we're all here. We're all doing very well. You just got to know how to work it and work this, work the system and let it work for you too. And have her join our free Facebook group too, Notary Educators, and she may be able to find someone there. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, I always tell you to join it. It's completely free. You do not have to be a notary. You do not have to pay any money, and everybody in there is willing to give you tips. You might put in the Facebook group, hey, how does this name sound? Or, hey, do you like my logo? You can ask questions in the group if you have one, if you're stuck on a signing or something, but we just don't allow you to put pictures in there of any documents because we cannot run the risk of getting sued because you put somebody information in the Facebook group, okay? That's a good one, Jeffrey. Oh, thank you. My business name is Stamped by Swan Mobile Notary. Oh, I love it. And you guys cannot see it unless you're on the chat, but she is the cutest little swan. Girl, that's so cute. I love that. I mean, I really do. Swan says, I'm like that. I like a package deal, bundle price. Don't a la carte me. I don't want the buffet price. No, she said, I want the buffet price all inclusive. Yeah, and that's how most people are. They do not want to be told all these different fees. I don't charge for credit card processing. All of that's included. So when I tell a person $50, just say, for example, I don't know how they're paying me. That's another $3 to $5. I don't know how they're paying. That's a processing fee. I just eat that out of what they've paid me. And then I write that off on my taxes. So it's always a way to recoup your money. There's always a way to recoup your money. I think we'll do a tax show coming up soon. I didn't have time to write the tax book I wanted to write, but I will. Let me drink some water, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that, but I will do a whole tax video. Something similar to this. We could talk about taxes a little bit. I'm not a tax professional, but I can just tell you from experience some stuff that has happened to me, okay? I'm going to get these last few questions, and I'll try to get ready to get out of here, okay? Let's see. So Sharon says, I tell them the notary fee and the travel fee. Moving forward, I will tell them the total amount. Yes. And if you can, Sharon, I don't know where you're located, but if your notary fee is like $1, in Chicago it's $1, right? If your notary fee is $1 and you're stamping one paper, I'm not getting ready to say your travel fee is $40 plus $1, okay? Just do it for $40. Your notary is free. The stamp is free. Sometimes we try to get all the money, we end up with none of the money, okay? I'm all about trying to get some of the money. I ain't got to get all of it. Let me get a little bit of it, right? My sister always called me during lives. I'm going to have to call her back. So you want to get some of the money, okay? You may not get all of the money, but if you keep putting your prices too high, for sure you won't have any of the money, okay? Very good. So Swan says, still working on my logo. I will add it. Thanks. Girl, use that Swan. That's a given. That swan should be a part of your thing. So Trusted Mobile Notary says, so I hope that helps you, Sharon, with your pricing, though. Again, that's why. Let me go back to Sharon really quick. So one more thing, Sharon. So like my people in Florida, they can get $10 per stamp, right? The way I teach it in course is depending on your state. So we're going to state by state with pricing. So whatever state you're in, we're going to talk about your state during the personal one-on-one training, right? And we teach you how to properly charge. So for example, if I have a student from Florida, though, they can charge $10 per stamp. I don't usually tell them to waive it too quickly, okay? Because if a client has 2 documents, they're already at $20 and they haven't done anything, right? In my state, again, it's only $2. Let's see, North Carolina just went up to 10, I think. You got Chicago. I think I mentioned them already. They're only $1. So for them, I'm not nickel and diming those clients. I'm gonna make my money on travel. I ain't even worry about the state say I could charge as far as that $1 or whatever per stamp. Okay. So you really got to know your state laws. You got to know your area. Now Angela's calling. Everybody calling during the live. I got to talk to her later too. She should be on this live with me. All right, let's get Swan. Swan says she's still working on that logo. Yeah, Swan. Girl, add that Swan to your logo. That is a given. That's what I was saying. So Trusted Mobile Notary says, are there estate planning documents we can have printed out and supplied when asked for? That's with specific document to notarize. So Trusted Mobile Notary, I would not recommend you get in the habit of providing estate planning documents. Okay. I will provide an extra jurat or acknowledgement or something like that, but I do not provide wills, power of attorneys to my clients. What I recommend they do is they can go to Office Depot, they can go to Staples and buy documents like that. They can get them on Amazon. They can download them. They can go to LegalZoom. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I would not get in the habit of giving out power of attorneys, because what if some of the verbiage is missing? You're not, unless you're an attorney. Okay, unless you're an attorney. But if you're not an attorney, I would not recommend you passing out power of attorney documents or any of those willy-nilly, because, again, that's not your role. They need to have their documents when they come to you. That's the best part about being a notary. I don't have to do all that. When they come to me, I'm looking at their ID, stamp and sign and go. Collect my money, okay? So you don't want to get into that because you can really get yourself into some trouble. Well, Trusted Mobile Notary gave me this power of attorney. I didn't know it was missing some key verbiage that needs to be in there. You see what I mean? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Let them get their own documents. Even with LegalZoom, they can get it and then they can bring it to you. They can go to Office Depot. Amazon sells power of attorneys. Okay? They can Google it. But I'm not providing documents like that. That's not your job unless you are an attorney. Okay? Becca C says, what's the name of the Facebook page, please? Oh, yes. Notary Educators is the Facebook page. Notary Educators. So some of you sound like you may be new. Just so you can be aware, I am Notary Life with Kimmi, but I'm also the owner of Notary Educators. And that's where myself, Angela, and Alexis and Jeffrey, we all work together to form Notary Educators, the teaching part of the business. Of course, I teach you here. I have over 600 videos, so I'm teaching you over here too. But our formal training is over at Notary Educators, okay? And our Facebook group is Notary Educators. And the website is notaryeducatorsllc.com. Okay, Notary Educators. All things Notary Educators. All right, so Facebook says it's $5 in Illinois, but I saw it went up to 10, so I need to check. Please check, because last time I saw Illinois was only $1. So just make sure, okay? And the Notary Giant says, I just made the request to be accepted. Okay, I'll check it out. Well, I think we got about 12 people waiting. Actually, I'm going to do that. That's part of my next thing to do. Approve the Facebook group, okay? Welcome, Notary Giant. Big time in New York for those of you who may not know who the Notary Giant is. Trusted Mobile Notary says, I had them in contact with an attorney, then carried it to them to be notarized. Yes, you can do that. Yes, let the attorney give it to them. You take it back. You notarize it, take it to the attorney. Yes, courier. I offer that too. I offer courier service. That's another service you can offer. I strictly sometimes will take documents from one place to another. Now, that's not often. But I have had that phone call maybe 2 or 3 times. Whenever my phone rings, this is what I teach too. Whenever my phone rings, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Be ready. When the phone rings, if they need me to proctor, I'll be right there to watch you take that test. If you need ink fingerprinting, I will be right there to roll your hand. If you need I-9 form, I'll be right there. So I want you to do all these different services that I talk about and that I do, but not all at once. I did not learn all these things at once. So that's, again, where you want to invest in yourself. You could do self-teach. You can check out the self-paced courses, which are pretty thorough. Just like I'm thorough here, you can only imagine how thorough we are in training, right? So, guys, I am going to head out and give you back your Friday. Let's get this last 2 from the Notary Giant. He said, I just made the request. Okay, I got that one. I had them get in contact with an attorney. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss something? I thought it was one more. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doubling back. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got everybody's comment. Oh, yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. So, guys, I will see you guys on Monday night. Don't forget, we are going live again starting on Mondays, 6 p.m. We will see you here on the channel. You don't have to log in, register, none of that. We'll just see you right here on YouTube or on Facebook, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, we have 5 spaces for each class. And it has been my pleasure as always, guys. I'm wishing you much success out there. 2024 is on and popping. So until next time, guys, be safe. Have a great weekend and get your money. All right, bye. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye, everybody. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.